Sonny Donnelly, IFL TV in association with MGM Marbella. I'm here at the O2 today with Steve Lillis. We're here for the press conference between Tyson Fury and Christian Hamer. How you feeling, Steve?
Yeah, I'm good, Sonny. Good to see you, mate. I understand the big man's up in Leeds and I've seen the Helder floating about here somewhere.
Yeah, first person I see when I came in, always here bang on early. Walking around with your microphone, you love it, didn't you?
Love it, mate. We were hoping to get up on the roof to go and do some filming, but I mean the weather's going to let us get up there today, mate.
You sure you want to be on that roof?
Yeah, I won't mind, you know me. Action, man.
Alright, well, quick questions. I want to ask you about Mayweather Pacquiao. Finally been done. The deal is done. Are you looking forward to the fight?
Yeah, can't wait for the fight. You know what? People were going in my ear all the time about is it 5 years too late, or it is 5 years too late, but you know what, they're meeting. It's the biggest fight out there, perhaps the biggest fight since, I'm going to take heavyweights out, but that's probably the biggest fight since Hearns Leonard. When was that, 81? I mean, you go back to 98, Oscar De La Hoya Trinidad was a big fight in America, massive event in Vegas in that September weekend. And it even dwarfs that fight. That tells you how big and how vast and the sort of money they're going to earn from everything from t-shirt sales to TV rights to advertising. It's a colossal event, and you know what, it puts boxing in the mainstream globally, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's what we need. People are saying that, oh, casual fans are going to come in and they won't watch another fight, but you know what, that's inverted snobbery, because if you know casual fans come in, that might turn some of them over to become hardcore fans, and that's what we want in the sport, to get the sport even bigger. And it's a sort of fight that might encourage young kids to turn up at a boxing gym on a Monday morning and want to learn to box. It's fantastic for boxing, and the more casual fans that come in for it, the better, Sonny.
Like you said about the 5 years too late, if this fight did happen 5 years ago, do you think it would be even bigger than it is now?
Oh, that's a tough one. You know what? I'll say I can't. I never imagined it. I always knew it was mega, but the figures that are getting banded around and what they're earning is just colossal. So I'm going to say no, because what I'm seeing, what they're earning now, it's just vast. They're mind-boggling sums, and wow, would they have earned that 5 years ago? I don't know. It's a very hard question. You couldn't give a definitive answer. I'll say no, because that sort of figures that they're earning for this fight, it's a 250 million fight. It's just colossal. They're talking of maybe $100 pay-per-view, doing 3 million plus buys in America. It's just outrageous. I've never, you know, some of the figures banded about. There was a story on ESPN where Bob Arum was saying to get a ringside ticket, you'd have to have a $250,000 line of credit at the MGM. That's absolutely nutty. You know, the big disappointment is that you know, not many hardcore fans are going to get into the venue. But that's happened before with a lot of Mayweather fights. Very few tickets have been put on sale on Ticketmaster. You know, it's not. You know, it's not the first time that sort of thing's happened. We had it before, where you know maybe only 1,000 have gone to Ticketmaster when they're going to sell out. And in Vegas, traditionally, you do get casino crowds, not the hardcore boxing fan that you might get on the East Coast for, say, a Miguel Cotto fight or a big fight in Atlantic City or the Garden.
Of course. So let's just say if this fight never happened, where would Floyd go? Would he fight Amir Khan?
He may well have done. I mean, I understand if he hadn't fought Floyd, Amir Khan and the Miguel Cotto rematch were the two fights he was looking at. I think he was maybe headed towards the Cotto rematch, because you know he'd beaten him once before, and also Cotto has that lure of holding a world title at middleweight, so he could have gone and won another belt. He would have gone in that direction, I think, and I think Amir would have been left out again, as it is. Amir's, you know, left totally out in the cold at the current time. He's not going to fight September, so I think Amir's now going to have a fight some stage in May, and then maybe the end of the year he'll go into the Kell Brook fight, which would be you know, a big fight for Amir and a big fight for Britain, but it's still not a massive fight globally.
Yeah, of course, because Kell Brook, comparing Kell Brook and Amir Khan would be silly to compare it to Pacquiao Mayweather. Oh,
it's nothing. I mean, you can't. I'm not knocking. I mean, Brook Khan's a fantastic fight, and I really want to see it. And for Britain, it's enormous. It'd do great figures, you know, on pay-per-view. But you know, it's sort of in America, it would just be an NBC or Showtime regular Saturday night fight. You know, so it's not a major American fight to the American fight fans. I mean, it's a big fight also, because the winner then could maybe get in line to fight Mayweather or Pacquiao. But you're wondering now if Amir's chance has really gone to fight Floyd Mayweather, because if Floyd went and beat Manny Pacquiao, he'd have his 49th fight in September, where you think he'd fight maybe Cotto or Danny Garcia possibly, and then his 50th fight next May. So, you know, at the earliest it's going to be next May before Amir gets to him, or even Kell Brook.
Of course, like you said about the £100 pay-per-view sort of price, who are they going to put on the undercard to make it appealing?
I don't think you need to put much of an undercard on Sonny to make it appealing, because you know, you're just calling the fight Mayweather-Pacquiao. You know, it's not given a title. It is Mayweather-Pacquiao. I don't think that there's a lot of, shall we say, you know, the fighters in the Mayweather camp, the Pacquiao camp, their promoters, they're going to want as much as the money going to them as possibly can. You know, recent Mayweather undercards we've had stacked with good world title fights. I think you'll get a couple world title fights. I understand you'll get one from Top Rank, one from the Mayweather team, but I don't think it's going to be fights that cost fortunes, Sonny. I think, you know, you're getting Vasyl Lomachenko is rumoured to be defending his featherweight belt. He's in one fight, and there'll be a Mayweather world title fight. I'm guessing maybe the guy that holds the Mayweather's got a good friend that holds the lightweight title he promotes, whose name has just escaped me. I think it'll be him, the guy that beat Miguel Vasquez in September, Mickey Bay.
That's it.
I think he'll be he might go on, but I don't think they're stacking the undercard. They don't need to stack the undercard to bring in pay-per-views. They don't need to put, you know, Abner Mares or Leo Santa Cruz, you know, popular Mexican fighters on the undercard. You know, people have been on social networking saying they don't, you know, what about if we had Amir Khan, Miguel Cotto on the undercard? You're not going to get Khan or Cotto on the undercard. It just isn't going to happen, because for a start, you know, Amir Khan would want, you know, with the UK TV rights, a lot of money, and the same with Cotto. He'd want Puerto Rican TV rights, a lot of money. It's not going to happen on the undercard. You'll get a couple fights, world title fights that don't cost the earth, shall we say, and then you'll get some hot prospects from the Mayweather team and the Top Rank camp.
Okay, well Steve, very insightful, and you've taught me some things that I didn't know about that. So thank you very much, and will you be out there to watch it?
I don't know. Far too early to say whether I'll be there. I'd like to be there, but unless I'm working, I won't be going out there as a fan anyway. Yeah. I'd watch it at home on TV. If I'm working, I'll go.
Alright then, well, party at Steve's to the Mayweather Pacquiao fight. Everyone's invited. Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, party at mine, yeah. Thanks a lot.